Welcome, Namaskar, Sastrikal, Adab, Bonjour, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show The Startupwine. Well, I want to start by thanking you guys for watching the videos which we just showed, and now we are here with a very wonderful startup which I personally like, and I'm going to promise you that you're also going to love this startup because there's so interesting ideas for every young man and woman out there, those who seek some wonderful taste in their life. So today we are here with Stayuncle. I'm not going to describe what Stayuncle is because you have to watch the full episode because it's so interesting. So today we are here with Mr. Sanchit, who's founder and co-founder and CEO at Stayuncle. Welcome here, sir.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much.
Sir, I want to start by just jump into the question: why and why and why Stayuncle?
Okay, so what's your guess? What do you think?
First, when I heard the name Stay Uncle, it's like I thought, Uncle ji, please stay away. It's my personal life.
Okay.
So this is what someone else I started off. So what do you think? What you started it?
So probably I wasn't finding room for me and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's the most obvious guess, but that's not the reason. I started Stay Uncle somewhere around 3.5 years ago, and we were doing hotel stays for business travel, early hotel stays for business travel.
Mm-hmm.
And when we launched the concept in Delhi, we saw that there were a lot of couples who were calling us because the moment they came to know that there's some company who is selling hotels on an hourly basis, and these people would connect to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we were receiving calls from all these couples throughout India, not just Delhi. And there was a moment somewhere around a year and a half where we decided let's do it for couples rather than business travelers.
Okay.
And that's the moment we pivoted the whole business model from business travelers to unmarried.
So that means your ideas started developing from customer reviews after hearing what we wanted.
Exactly. So the customers were right there in front of us for so long.
Mm-hmm.
We were ignoring their voice, but we reached a moment where we could not ignore it anymore. And that's when we decided that let's do it.
So what's your customer base just presently after you started?
All couples.
All
couples. Yeah.
And your like database, like how many customers have?
We have catered to more than 30,000 couples in last 1 year.
In just Delhi.
No, we currently exist in 40 cities.
40 cities.
But yeah.
Catch it.
Okay, 40 cities, 40. And yeah, so overall 30,000 customers
Yes.
have catered to, and they split back. Yeah, 40 cities.
So why do you think that this has become such an important? Because see, this seems like a foreign culture.
Yeah.
In India, that this is not the tradition which is being moved ahead with the uncles or the aunties or the parents also. Why do you think this will help the future generation? What's the psychological matter behind starting this startup?
So, so first of all, I'm myself, I'm pretty against hypocrites.
Yeah.
So, and it is very common in India that, everybody wants to do these things, but there's some sense of control that people are imposing on youth. What we believe, I'll speak about myself. What I believe is that it's high time that we shed our inhibitions and given an option of doing what people really want. So let's say if you give me a choice, you really have to give me a choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you an example. Let's say if you lock me in a room and you have the keys, but you go outside and tell me that once you're free to go. So in a way, you're being good to me. You're asking me that you're telling me that I'm free to go, but I'm not because you're blocked me.
Yeah.
Inside. So that's exactly what's happening with the current generation, with the people around us. We talk about a lot of rights, talk about a lot of freedom, but in a way, we do not have any
We
freedom.
do not support it mostly.
We do not support it. It's only for sake. So what we are doing, and the reason we are doing Stay Uncle is because I am trying to, along with my team, I'm trying to give that choice to people that you have a choice to book a hotel with you and your girlfriend, with you and your spouse or your partner. Now, whether you want to exercise that choice or do not exercise the choice, it's completely up to you.
Yes.
But now there's an option with which you can exercise.
That's really wonderful.
That's the main funda.
There's this one question which I think even audience would want to know about the security. And I was reading about the comments also.
Yeah.
People are very happy about the security.
Yeah.
So what is the security thing that these
We
companies
mostly
can
work
give
with
you?
3-star to 5-star hotels, 3-star, so you'll find plenty of 5-star hotels as well.
Yeah.
Now what happens is, now these hotels are at stake as well. If they fuck up, these hotels are at stake too, because so there are like crores and crores of rupees that goes into building a hotel. Right? Now these people are more concerned about their brand value, their market value, their respect, their image in the overall industry. So most of the good hotels, in fact, every single good hotel, never ever try to enter into any such kind of fraud exercise because it ultimately hurts them as well. Because the hotel owner will go behind the bars if he comes into such kind of life.
So then it's kind of a risky business.
Yeah.
It's kind of a risky business.
So any normal hotel stay is a risky business otherwise, right? I mean, it's not about Stayuncle, but if you go to a hotel, any hotel, let's say Stars, it's risky. If I'm taking my girlfriend, it's risky.
It's risky.
It's risky. So that, what does that mean that we should take? If I take my girlfriend to a flat, even that's risky. I don't know my friend.
Yeah, that's it.
If I'm taking my girlfriend to a friend's house, even that's risky. So risk is there. But what we are trying to do is to minimize the risk as much as we can. And so far, we have catered to 30,000 customers and not a single case of popped up. And we take extreme care when we shortlist a hotel that we want to work with. There are like hundreds of hotels right now at this moment who really want to work with us. But we still do not take them ahead because somewhere deep down we are not really comfortable with these hotels. So all the hotels that we have at our hotel are the finest of the finest hotels. So
that means that they can be 100% secure when the people are looking for it.
Exactly. But yeah, because the point is, the concept that we're working on was not a mainstream concept yet. It's a new thing. And people have inhibitions. It's very natural. People have, everyone, I'll have inhibition, you'll have inhibition in trying out something new. And that's why you make it a risky business. That's why you call it a risky business. But once the concept becomes mainstream, once everybody starts using hotels, let's say for unmarried couples, or when it is not a big deal for a couple to take up a room, then we call, and that's what we're trying to achieve as well, to make this concept a mainstream. So, I mean, the problem is, right now we're talking about hotels for unmarried couples, which we shouldn't. And that's the end goal that we're trying to achieve. And once that happens, no one will call
it's just about the perception of people, how they want to see stuff.
Exactly. I mean, nobody does that. Nobody puts camera. Nobody does any kind of shit in that room. It's just that since we're not used to it, and somewhere years ago we have heard one story, and now which was projected in a very scary way. We've got this skepticism that how safe it will be. But I just want to convey that we take each and every step that we can and we should to ensure that the hotels are really safe, really safe. And one thing that I like to boast about Stayuncle is that with Stayuncle you'll find the finest of the finest hotels. So you won't find 500 hotels in one city, but we only work with 50 or 100 hotels. But we make sure that these 50 or 100 hotels that we work with are the best ones in that locality.
Okay.
Because they're taking as well.
Oh, that has to be really good. So guys, I think you can save your money and save your time and energy looking for anywhere and even your risky life. If your parents get to know you're screwed and even the girl is screwed. So be careful. Don't go in.
Tell your parents, man. Tell your parents.
Yeah, it's a good thing. The startups are starting and I think the world is evolving. It's time for you to think better. So now let's talk about the business in terms of starting it and when you started it, how big is the team?
Currently we are 10
people. Yeah. And how many people when you selected and started, and why did you select those people?
So I started alone. I was living in Goa when I started. I was working in Goa, and I came to Delhi after here. So for 1 year I worked alone, and then I met my co-founder, Blaze. He's a Macedonian guy. He lives in Macedonia. So he was a digital marketer at that point of time. Both of us were attending engineering. Since I was when you work alone, right, you have to do all kinds of things. So I met him. I saw he was too much into marketing. And then we went out to a couple of lunches, couple of dinners, and then I disclosed that this is something that I'm up to. I'm looking for somebody to join as a co-founder. Why don't you? And the timing was right. He was looking out for some kind of opportunity. He saw some spark in me. I saw some spark in him. At the time, we decided, okay, let's do it. Then he left his job, and then we started working.
So this seems actually like a thing that you love to do always. Like this is your business because this was the pain for yourself and for your friends also, and you thought as a business. And I love it.
It's not about now. It is not about me or my friends.
Yeah.
And I think it was never about me or my friends that I'm not able to find a room for myself and my girlfriend or my friends and all. So we're targeting a really bigger problem out there. Like there are like thousands and thousands of people who really need some private space. It's more about them. It's not about you or it's not about me. It's not personal.
Exactly.
But it's about the plethora of people out there who are craving, who are dying for some private moments together, though Allah allows that two people who are carrying genuine government ID can stay in the room, but are still denied the room, and they have to walk to 10 hotels, 20 hotels just to find one. That's a huge waste of time, huge embarrassment that you and your partner faces. So it's about them. It's no more about me or you.
It's just about personal security, private security of each and every person. Just be sure, have fun. That's the way.
Exactly. It should not be a big deal the way it is.
Now let's talk about more of you as a person.
No.
And what are the three major habits that made you successful in terms of starting a business?
Okay, so I'll not call myself a successful person right now because I have high standards of success, but yeah, so we have achieved good. The credit for it goes to a small part of it goes to me, and the rest of the credit goes to my team, Blaze, and all the people who are here. If I say three habits, I think three are like too much. You don't need three habits to be successful or probably reach the place where I am right now. I think I give credit to the persistence that we have had. There were moments when the business wasn't working well. There were moments when Blaze and me, both of us, were really low in energy and low in enthusiasm to take it forward. And we were scared. Honestly saying, we were scared at a point of time because the business, what we were doing initially, business, our limited set of business travel wasn't working. And there were second thoughts as well that should we give up, should we stop, because the rest of the friends and they're like reaching heights, and both of us from good colleges, good education, are trying to figure out something for the last 2 years, 2.5 years, and still not working. Wasn't that a great feeling? But we kept on moving no matter how hard it was. And then a day arrived when we got published, we got featured in news channels.
And now just evolving everything.
Now,
so what are your future steps that you're gonna take for Stayuncle?
Currently we made 30,000. We've gotten 30,000 customers. We want to make it to 5 lakh. So that's the next target. We'll make 5 lakh customers. 5 lakh couples, same balloons have like at the same time. We'll think. So once we achieve 5 lakh customers, we'll think after that.
Okay, now let's talk about this last word of wisdom that would everyone want to hear from you. Because it's a really wonderful thing to start some. See, obviously, when you start to give something to people, that becomes a really wonderful thing. Every business, every startup seems to like giving something to the people, and that's something. And that's what you're doing. You're giving them some privacy. You're giving them some security to be with them. So now let's talk about the motivation stuff. Just give them the startups, not even the startup people, just the people who are suffering from the life. Just the people who think that they don't have anything, but they could do much more than that. Tell them something wonderful that they could start with right now.
That's a really tough question. I'm not much of a motivational speaker. This guy is asking me wrong questions. But what should I say? So as I said, you should not give up. And so I was having this conversation last night with one of my colleagues that so there are two sets of people. One set of people who are the leaders, and the rest of the people who follow them. So it's you who have to decide which side of the equation, which side of the line you want to stay. Now, it happens in everyone's life. It has happened in my life. It probably must have happened in your life too. That while we're trying out something new, or trying out anything in the world, we reach a point where we think that we have become a failure. And I think that's what the fight is all about. If you do not reach that lowest point in your life, you probably are not fighting the right battle. But the key lies in the decision that you make at that point of time. So either you give up or you still try one more time.
That's really awesome.
And that's everything that brings good friends. So as I said, I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues last night. I think this is something that both of us, Blaze and me, have been doing all this while. Where most of the people think, and it's pretty obvious that this is the end. We try to hit one more time, think one extra step, and see if there's something else or not. And the world has been different, the life has been different for me, for Blaze, for all of us in fact, who have seen beyond where the rest of the people unfortunately stops. So if wisdom, as I said, I have not achieved any big success that I can give wisdom to people. Not a motivational speaker, but this is what I truly believe, that you
Yeah,
And
but
it's
there
a-
are some points where you feel that you have achieved at least the way you wanted to things to be.
That's true. That's true. We're doing pretty good in business, but as I said, have very high standards.
Yeah, there are next levels and next levels
Exactly.
and next levels.
Exactly.
Yeah, so see, things can never stop if you don't want them to stop. Learn from his example. He always thinks of keeping to the next level higher. He wants to take next level. No matter if he reaches 10 lakh also tomorrow, he will go for it. He will think of 50 lakhs. So that's the way you need to build your life. If you're going for the gym twice a week, make it thrice, make it four. Just go daily. Keep improving yourself. Keep
Gym is tougher, man.
yeah, gym is tougher. Gym is tougher,
Gym
but
is
you gotta
tougher
keep
than
doing it.
really-
If you no, but if you want to use this their room and the services, you gotta go to gym because you need energy, I guess. So you gotta go to gym. You need to be perfect. You need to have fitness and even think in terms of business. If you want to do something in life, life without a plan is just a dream. So stop dreaming and now start planning and do something with your own life, so that even if they can use your services, even we can use the services that you might provide. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and do visit
Stayuncle.com.
stayuncle.com. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Cut.